I'm going to need everybody to go back to my last video on this topic and just leave a comment that says, "Okay, Homer," because my old eyes didn't even realize that that was an in-game footage engine trailer. Whoops.
Greetings and felicitations.
Okay, here comes the first round.
Boom.
And
Jeez, that was just
boom.
unnecessary.
You kidding me? He can't be out of range? What?
Okay, though, but in my defense, I think a lot of my points still maintain their validity. I still caution people, be very careful with speculation, but there's plenty of good news. Just a mere 24 hours later, we got a lot of really, and I mean really good looks at what gameplay is going to look like. It's still unclear to me how these battles are going to influence the campaign, but I'm still interested to see. And this is definitely a PvE kind of thing. It's not going to play any role in multiplayer, but maybe they'll have multiplayer survivor battles where you and a friend go up against tides of enemies. I like stuff like that. Cooperative kind of PvE stuff. That can be a ton of fun. But there I go speculating. Right? Like, that's what I'm telling people. Be careful what you hear. We don't know until we actually see it. And that's, finally, this is something we've actually seen. On that topic, though, of this being an in-engine footage cinematic trailer and tempering your expectations, do you guys remember this? And do you remember this? Oh, also, maybe you also remember this. Now, how much of that did we actually get to experience? So again, I always tell you, a trailer, not so easy to glean real details from about what your gameplay experience is going to be like. Trailers are hype. They are hype, and you have to be careful with hype. So I'm not saying don't get excited. I actually think you should get excited. I think there's a lot here to be excited about, and I have to admit, I'm feeling some of the hype myself. I just want people to be careful what they think this game is going to have in it. You know? Just be wary. Guard your $60. Wait until you know for sure what the full experience is going to be like. But in the meantime, yeah, let's ooh and ah over that bloodthirster and that giant rock polar bear. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to leave you with footage that I borrowed from Heir of Carthage to show you just exactly what this gameplay footage looks like. Enjoy his survivor battle here. And ta-ta, I love you all. I'll see you guys in my next video.
I'm going to pull them in, make a charge. I've got some Tsar Guard and other units that came in back here. I'm going to make sure my archers are still targeting that demon. I didn't catch his name there. If you all want to pause it there, you can catch it. Anyway, I've got all these units firing away here. And remember, I'm not even paying attention to what's going on in the rear. You can see there on the mini-map, I'm still being attacked in force in the rear. And so, you know, all the things you had to keep track of here. We did a lot of damage on that left flank. Look at this, only 78%. Or there's still 78% remaining, so we still have a massive wave of enemies. I was able to use my horse archers, do a little bit of kiting here, which is good. Pull away some of those troops, keep them away from the fight. I had some Tsar Guard that was back here, and boy, am I glad to have them. I mismanaged them, but glad to have them. Here's the backlines. I'm actually struggling. You can see I'm almost out of forces on that left-hand side, so I'm going to have to call in probably just my unit of Streltsy here. They're a nice combo unit that should be able to shoot and hold the ground in melee against these lighter units that are attacking me from behind. So again, I had to still manage that with all this going on. I've got a lot of supplies at this point. So I should be able to call in reinforcements potentially. If we need more, I'll call in what I can. My horse archers were able to kite that unit, and now I'm going to push them back up. As I'm kind of looking around, there's some skull cannons on the flank, so I got to go get those, or else we're going to keep taking a lot of damage. Check out the bar there. I mean, my elemental bears taking a beating. One of them's gone. So I mean, this is a difficult fight, and I've had a ton of units targeted all over that demon, and he is still just ravaging through my troops. And we've got a pretty desperate fight going. But I was able to get some reinforcements in here with my supplies and continue the fight. So here we go. I'm going to bring my reinforcements forward. My winged lancers are trying to fight their way through some, I think it's like a bloodthirster or something there. Check out this demon. I'll get you all some close-ups. Look at my war bears fighting him. Talk about epic here. We got icy arrows and towers firing in from the background. That sweet lighting coming up against our war bears. Fighting bravely, but being overpowered by this great champion of Khorne. And then check out this skull cannon coming after me too. So I realized that we need to get after the skull cannons. I'm going to get some of these units here. Some of my melee cavalry and others, and we're going to start attacking. There goes the Griffin Legion. Winged Lancers getting into action. And we are starting to get closer to the end of this wave. There's not as many individual units now. We mostly just have to finish off the boss. I was able to get more reinforcements in. I was able to bring my hero back. My single entity hero there who rides on the bear. You can see my Streltsy doing good. So at this point I feel pretty safe about the back lines. And things are looking pretty good for us to finish off. Just some skull cannons and what's left of this demon. I probably would say his name wrong even if I attempted it. You can see it up there when I mouse over him. Again, feel free to pause it. Get up there. I don't have his name handy. But we got the skull cannons. And that leaves just the demon himself and just this one more skull cannon over here. It's such a cool looking war machine motoring around. Here comes my Griffin Legion and Winged Lancers. Everybody just pounding in here. One all-out push to end this gatekeeper and take control of the Brass Citadel. And an epic battle it is. Folks, I enjoyed this battle so much. It was really fun. Hopefully this gave you a good idea of my impressions of it. How did it leave me feeling? Very optimistic about a lot of new features being in Warhammer 3. It also leaves me feeling good that, although it's been a long wait, it feels like CA's been putting in a lot of work and development here. This is, again, just my opinion. If you don't agree, it's fine. Just giving you my opinion. I feel like they put in a lot of work and development on creating something familiar. This felt a lot like Warhammer 2 in terms of controls and some of the basic functions, but boy, was this a whole new experience here in the survival battles. I loved it. I'm very excited.
Kislevites, we stand triumphant. But Khorne is not the only dark god with a realm in this accursed place. The battle is won, but the war goes on. Come, we must continue our search for what is lost.